And I want to talk a little bit tonight about the idea of fundamentals time and what that means with warm up and what the goal of that is. In a professional ensemble, I conducted my adult wind ensemble this afternoon, and there's an expectation that they come to rehearsal and they get there early and they warm up and they're ready to go. When it's time to rehearsal start, we give a downbeat and we're off and running. In the school setting, there's some things that we have to teach students. And so, first of all, fundamentals time is not mindless repetition. I consider warm up to be a component under the heading of fundamentals time, and where fundamentals time should be taught for transfer into a musical concept. We're building both musical capacity and technical capacity. So here are a couple of things. Keeping in mind that in our audience we have band, choir, and orchestra. So first of all, to get these are some kind of goals, right? To get the body, embouchure, fingers, ears, and mind of the player going. I call that physical mental. Number two, to allow the player to go from a static place, this is especially true, I'm a brass player, for brass players, to go from a static place to a place where we can perform any concept or skill needed in the rehearsal or whatever it is that we're doing. And I call that technical sequential. And then the third thing is to establish a musical beginning to perform anything necessary. In other words, everything is a performance. So fundamentals time has a broader scope in which technique and skill and musicianship and artistry intertwine, they intermingle. Fundamentals time should never be mindless repetition and should be focused on building technique and musical skills. One of our jobs is to teach students to fall in love with music and music making. And as they do that, they become artists. And the better musicians they become, the greater their depth of understanding and love for music. If we do this in an environment where we commingle ideas and allow them to respond and create and be imaginative, we're providing an experience with depth that they can't accomplish by themselves. And a lot of times in the conversations that we're having in music right now, it's like you can do an activity, which is an activity, or you can do what we do and it has depth of meaning and understanding. It literally is, when we make music, there are no words.